Okay, let's get this Tory Povich guy. This guy's in. Hold on, Tory Povich. You get on, man, because you usually in everybody's pages trolling. What's going on, Tory? It's the non-FBA dude here. What's up, Tory? What's up, man? What's up, Tory? You gonna speak?
How are you doing, Agent Tariq Nasheed?
Okay, now stop projecting. Now, what's on your mind? You got some. You gonna talk like a man or be a little tether bitch? What's on your mind? I didn't mute you, dude. Turn your microphone on because you stay in other. You stay whining in everybody's page. What's on your
You
mind,
being a
man?
Freemasonic agent, that's all.
Okay. Oh Lord,
No
tinfoil poofy
tinfoil.
time.
When are you when are you gonna call out
Tinfoil
NASA for
poofy.
their lies? You protect white Freemasons more than black people.
Lord,
You
y'all tethers just sit
yeah,
up
you
lying.
you can't
You
even
te-
answer that.
you tethers
You protect white
answer
Freemasons
that.
over the black people.
See the plebiscites of the
I didn't say none of that.
Bilderbergs. See the what you done? No, brother.
You're
No,
running.
no, no.
You're
See,
ducking.
no, brother. No,
You're
brother. No,
ducking.
brother. Hold on, brother. Hold on. You didn't go to the Bilderberg meeting in Switzerland that we held under an iceberg, brother. All right. So what else? What's on your mind, man? Let's talk real and stop talking
I didn't
tether
say none of
babble.
that. I said, why haven't you called out?
Yes, you are. This is tether babble. Why did you flee your homeland? That's what I want to know.
I'm from here. Why? Why?
No. You've been anchored
Uh,
here. You're anchored here. You're a tether. You're not from
okay,
here.
now you're
You're
telling
anchored
me where
here.
I'm from.
What? Yeah. Why did you and your family flee your homeland and you're over here jealous and hateful of foundational Black
So I
Americans?
fled from the U.S. where I'm from, and I'm still in the U.S.
No, sir. Your family is not from the U.S.
Okay,
Your family is not from the U.S. Stop
you're
trying to be a
you're
five
just
dollar
you're
FBA. You're
changing it.
not. You're not a $5 FBA. Stop it. Now, why did your family, including you, why did y'all flee and you're over here hateful and jealous of foundational Black Americans?
Why are you not calling out NASA for their lies?
I'm
Because they're
calling. I'm,
they're
I'm
free.
calling out you. I'm calling out you. I'm calling out you. Okay. All right. I'm calling out you, sir, for fleeing. Why are you fleeing? And why are you not going back to fix your homeland? You're over here talking plebiscite
How are you
babble.
changing? How are you just making up a narrative for me? You're
Because sir,
running.
you're not. You're a
You're
non-FBA. You're a
you're running.
non-FBA,
You're a
sir.
Freemasonic agent. NASA, they're Freemasons.
Okay.
You let
Okay.
them lie
Prove it.
about
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
NASA. That would be the biggest lie in white supremacy, and you haven't said a word. And you
Prove
haven't said a
it.
word.
Prove it. Then what's the proof? Prove
The
it.
proof, because you didn't. You're not even showing that.
You just babbling,
Not
sir.
even
You're just
9/11.
babbling. You're just
You
saying you're tether babbling. You're doing what you tethers do. You tethers are so used to lying in your homeland, and there's just no shame for lying. And people look so lowly at you where you like, hey, there's no punishment for me to lie. And I'm not talking about just immigrants who are upstanding. I'm talking about the tether class, like you. That jive ass, hateful, jealous tether class of the immigrants. Because all immigrants, I don't call all immigrants tethers, but you from that jive ass, failure, jealous, and contemptuous tether class. Y'all sit up just lying all the time. Everything is a lie. Y'all just sit up making up stuff all day. Don't you? Don't y'all ever feel any amount of shame for that?
Do you feel shame for being a Freemasonic agent
Um,
who's fooling your own people?
Sir, the only thing that was free was all the goodies that you got coming over here when you and your family fled. Okay. And the fact that I'm so thorough,
They
you
see
have to
you
sit
keep
up
muting me.
because you're an idiot. And the fact that I'm so thorough, you tethers have to come in and just make up nonsense. That's called being thorough, sir. That's how thorough I am. You can't say anything negative about me. You have to make up some Illuminati, Bilderberg, Freemason, tinfoil kufi nonsense. That's how tight foundational Black Americans are. I can tell the truth about you. You're an anchored tether. Your family failed in your homeland. You had to come over here and eat off us, and now you're jealous as hell. And you stay in people's mentions, whining and babbling like a musty bitch. Now, sir, I will bid you a good night because I don't want to have a time wasting tether sitting here just babbling. Good Lord. See, the immigrant class, here's the problem. See, this is why a lot of people are getting strays right now. You're getting hit with strays because y'all didn't do anything about this part of your community. This jive ass, tether, lying, scamming, BS class within your ranks. Y'all didn't do anything about these guys. So now we have to do some straightening. We got to get some straightening going on. And these guys stay in these mentions, they stay making these channels. There was some dudes had a channel earlier, some West African dudes hating on foundational Black Americans, talking about how they work hard and nobody wants to hear all that, and y'all living in filth and dilapidated settings. It's just silly babble. It's silly babble, and you look ridiculous. You look and sound ridiculous. These tethers are mad because they never expected us to start punching down at them. That's the problem. They never expected us to start punching down. Y'all tethers been sitting up here talking greasy about us for the longest. They've been sitting up calling us all types of crazy names. And because they were struggling and they were just barely getting by, we just kind of ignored him. Let him talk. We ain't tripping on him. He's up here, living in a studio apartment with 8 niggas. Ain't nobody tripping on that dude. But now the FBA family was like, you know what, let's do some straightening because a lot of these dudes are just getting a little too bold with the mouthpiece. They're getting a little too bold with the disrespect. So we have to start checking that ass. And then they get upset because now you're being checked. We're not allowing you to come around us lying and scamming and doing all the tether babble. And this is the new normal, family. This is not a phase. See, they keep saying, when is this FBA stuff going to end, nigga? When is it going to end? It is that end game. Ain't no end game. This is the new normal. And they're upset because the tethers can't do anything about it. That's the thing that really chaps their ass because this is a codification thing and FBAs are following the logic. The logic is the leader and the code is the leader. So it's not a centralized thing. We're only talking about our lineage. We are coming together surrounding our lineage. And you can't do anything about a group of people who are on code with their lineage. So the fact that they can't do anything, these tethers have to start trying to pretend that we have groups and organizations and all that so that they can attack it. So you can't attack a lineage, but you have to make up these non-existent groups in order to attack. And then they have to start talking stupid like this guy. Well, you niggas are the Freemasons. It is the Illuminati. You niggas are hate groups. It is the Freemasons and NASA. You niggas are. The hell is he talking about? This is just desperate talk. It is you niggas came from another planet. It is NASA. NASA brought you niggas from Jupiter. You niggas are not human. You niggas come from the Bilderbergs. This is a hate group. It is not a lineage. It's no lineage. It's hate. It's hate from another galaxy. NASA brought you niggas. You have spaceships. You have spaceships with 20-inch rims. Oh, you Akatas. You space Akatas. Akatas from outer space. Oh, you have a long Akata finger like E.T. You burned me with your finger, nigga. Oh, you niggas are not from here. You're NASA and the Illuminatis. Illuminati Akata. Damn stupid you sound. Oh, goodness. Let me get some more people on here. All right, let me get Father Time. Let me get Father Time in here. Father Time, what's up, brother?
I was just listening to this dude that was tripping on this NASA stuff. So I had to check.
Yo,
Yeah,
Lord.
I was checking out his page, dude. He a flat earther dude. That's where that NASA shit and all that stuff. He in them white
Oh,
supremacist rooms listening to all they shit, and he bringing it back at us. That's all that thing is.
oh, Lord. He's one of them. Oh, God.
Yes.
All right. Okay, these tethers are so damn stupid. Oh, God. Oh, look, nigga, the earth is flat, nigga. Oh, no, it's not flat. It feels flat because you fled over the ocean. You ran over the ocean. So that it just feels flat. You were running from your homeland so fast, you ran over the ocean barefoot. Nigga, that don't mean the earth is flat. You just run fast, nigga. Lord. No, no, the earth is not flat. Oh, I hate these. It's one of these conspiratorial dudes. Oh, God, no. Let's get Heem. Let's get Heem in here. Heem,
Hey man, I saw a video of you and you were saying that you love Africa, bro. What's up with that?
I do. I still do.
Nah,
That's
man, I
what's up
think
with
you
that.
flipped the script.
No, why would I flip the script? I still love Africa. I love African people. I love them. Much love to them, and I love Caribbean people. So why do you think I don't love them?
You've been calling us tethers, bro. You made this tether word hot.
I did make it hot, but all of the African people are not tethers. Just people like you who come over and you try to undermine us.
Nah, I ain't never undermined my
Yeah,
people. My FBA brothers.
you haven't.
Nah, they know what's up with
So
me.
hit. Oh well, it's like hit dogs holler. Now you're from Somalia, right?
Yes, sir. We talked before.
Okay. I don't remember. Are you in Minnesota,
No, I'm in Texas.
Texas? Okay. I don't quite remember talking to you. What did we talk about before?
Same shit. You were calling me a tether and all that, bro.
Okay, well, you must have been saying something slick, and that's why I probably got on your case and had to do some straightening.
Oh,
So,
it's like
what makes
people
you
always
think you?
attack my homeland before I even get to say anything. And it's like I ain't got no
Oh, okay.
choice but to, come back at them and say bad stuff. But I'd rather be productive.
Yeah, but you can't say nothing bad. Your ass is in Texas. You ain't at home, so what you gonna say?
I
You
mean,
can't
I
be
was
that
born
bad.
here.
You up here?
I'm going
Oh,
back
yeah,
home though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. Let's stop that. Y'all always say that. You're not going home. You over there in Texas, you're gonna get fat off barbecue. You're not going to go back to that injera and duck sauce. You ain't going back to that. So you're gonna be your
Nah, I'm
ass
for
right
sure
over here
going
in
back home. You
Texas.
can see my picture.
No, you're
That's me
not.
at home.
No, you're not, nigga. This is your home, Texas. You're gonna have gold teeth and a big forehead. You're gonna be a Texas nigga. Now you are not going home. Y'all always tell that I'm gonna go home lie. Y'all over here. Y'all made it over here. This was the lottery. So what we're saying to you, show some respect. Don't come over here. You hit the lottery. We didn't. We built it. Our family built it with blood, sweat, and tears. So you got to show
Nah, that's real.
general respect.
I show a lot of
You did
respect to the FBAs, man. Yeah, to be
right.
honest, my family done help FBAs open businesses to work right alongside FBA.
Well, I don't
It's
believe
all love.
that
I be
because
telling FBAs like you can do the reparations thing, but you don't got to do the xenophobia towards
man, that's
Africans,
you
towards
guys.
other
No, no,
black
no,
people.
no, 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 no. Y'all not putting that xenophobia on us. No, what we're doing is checking that ass because y'all been xenophobic towards us for decades. You are the ones who have all of these derogatory words and names for us all over Africa. You go to a different African country, they got some kind of crazy ass word for us, and y'all didn't expect us to punch down and get some straightening, and we got everybody straight, and now they want to start hollering xenophobia. No, it's called straightening, and y'all deserve to be straight now because you should not have been disrespecting us in any sense of the word. You understand?
I know those people in every single race that do that though, and you got to think the
Sir,
Asians, the white people, the
we
Mexicans,
check them
everybody
too.
hates you more than we do.
We check all of y'all. We check them all, and we
I'm saying we
definitely.
the least racist out of everything, but the FBA movement
Oh
spends all
no,
day talking about
not
Africa.
really, y'all. Y'all do this. No, 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 no. Y'all have the same anti-FBA hatred as the Hispanics and the Asians, and many of you view yourselves as Arabs to a certain degree. You look at yourself as being a Middle Easterner. So a lot of you go out of your way to let people know that you are not like us. That's been you doing that. We've been on here like, hey, we just one big global black family. We've been doing that. None of you
I'm
been
saying
doing
that, but there's when it comes to the black skin, bro, we're gonna share that regardless. And if you look in Minnesota, it was Somali people going for George Floyd when that happened
Man,
because they
please.
know, like,
They man
yeah,
with that whole thing with the George Floyd, they start talking about immigration and LGBT. So yeah, the Somalians came out there to support immigration to piggyback off the death of that man, so that they can bring more of their cousins over here. So yeah, it was a come up for them. They didn't really help us. It was foundational Black Americans putting in the work out there in the streets in Minnesota and all over the country. So let's get it right. We didn't need anybody. We were doing that on our own. All right.
hey, I'm just saying, the Africans is not your enemies. The other people are way bigger problems.
But when you sit your ass up here with the white supremacists, sitting up here using derogatory terms, and you know a lot of those Somalians were coming in these rooms, instigating a lot of their anti-FBA beefs because they were doing it on Clubhouse for a long time, and even before Clubhouse, they were doing it on Facebook and certain other venues, and then doing it in their homes, and they go out of their way to distance themselves from us. So we're just getting some straightening. Many of you just never expected us to punch down. And we're getting everybody straight. So the name of the game is to show some respect. That's all it is. But thank you for the call, brother. All right, let me get some more folks in here. All right. Let me get some more people in here. We got a lot. How many people we got on here? Okay, damn, we got over 1,000 people in here tonight. Shout out to the family. Am I trending again? I was trending all last week. I was trending heavy last week. What's up, Brother Raheem? I see Brother Raheem. I see Red Joker. Let me see some of the names in here. Got a lot of the family here. What's up, Jason Black? Shout out to the Black Authority. Black Authority, we want you to come to the rally when we have it, brother. We might have to put a mask on you, whatever, but we got to have you at the rally, brother. We got to have that energy when we do the rally out there in D.C. Who else we got? Let's get who we got? We got a lot of folks in here tonight, man. Let's get Mark in here. Let's get Mark X. Let's get Brother Mark in here. And what's up, Secret Sister? I'm gonna get you in after that, Secret Sister. But Mark X, hop in,
Hey, what's
brother.
going on, Tariq? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
All right, I just wanted to, you might have touched on it. I just got in the room probably like 10 minutes ago. But
yeah,
The Economist is a very leaning left, like newspaper or magazine, and they put out a very strong opinion about Biden that goes totally against this presidency. And he has the lowest approval rating since 1950 in his first 2 years at term. So I just want our Black family to be on code these next 2 years. Watch out for all of the stops and tricks that they're about to try to pull out their ass in these next 2 years. We need to be on code on this one. That's all I wanted to say.
yes,
You
indeed.
might want to check that out, The
Thank
Economist.
I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, but Biden's ratings are in the tank. Nobody's rocking with Biden. And the trick bag is Biden. They're letting over all these immigrants, but these immigrants come over here and start supporting Republicans. Because, and I talked about this the other day, these immigrants, they view themselves as white. There's no such thing as a person of color. I explained that on my broadcast the other day. There is no such thing as a person of color. You have black people in different shades of white. That's what you have to look at, family. You have black folks, and everybody else is a different shade of white. That's all you need to know. Don't you think that there's, just because some person is dark, but they're not black, that they have some kind of camaraderie with you, black people? They do not. And that is okay. That is perfectly fine. Just understand, when you're dealing with that brown skinned person or that dark person who's not black, you're dealing with the person with the white supremacist mindset, most likely. These people identify with white supremacy. They identify with white society. Once we understand that, we will be good. Don't start thinking you got some allies out here. And you don't need no damn allies. It's enough of us to be on code. What's up, Secret Sister? How are you, beloved?
Oh, I didn't even think I would make it on here. What you doing, Mr. Busy Man? Congratulations on them. It's Amari, right?
Amira.
Amira.
That's the baby.
I just had a
Yes, indeed.
grandson around the same time, Omari. Isn't that great?
Oh, wow.
Right,
Wow.
right. I just had a grandson.
Beautiful.
Beautiful that they're making this. Um, as far as this little Sesame Street thing, I have so much. I'm so glad that we finally putting boots to the ground. Um, I think I text you that that's what I'm about. I like that.
Yes.
I like that. So
Yes.
I'm with the sister. I'm ready to do. I should have been in the military, I think, because I like to get down and dirty. And it's now y'all are attacking our babies. And see,
Yeah.
I'm older, but I'm not older. If you know what I'm saying, everything
Yes,
still
ma'am.
works. You getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm ready to go and do these things and do. I mean, put this thing down. We can get some buses, and I'm right here in Pennsylvania, so I might
Oh
roll.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I might roll on up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes,
I like
ma'am.
to roll up. I like to pull up to
Yes,
anybody.
indeed.
I don't do this little arguing and all that stuff. But we gonna have to get together because I got some more stuff that's gonna blow your mind.
Yes, ma'am. But thank you so much, beloved. Email me. Email me some of the other stuff you got. But yeah, man. Hey, man. Do we need to roll up to Sesame Street and just say what's going on? Do we have to take some signs up there to let customers know? Hey, man, if you bring your black kid up in here, man, your kid might not be safe. Do we need to bring some signs up there to make Sesame Street Place do the right thing? I mean, damn, Sesame Street need to come correct. They need to stop with these bogus statements that they're pulling out, these nothing burger statements. We're going to have to make them step that thing up. All right, let's get a couple of more folks. I'm not going to be on here too long because again, I just got back in town. Let's get young Capo in here, and then we'll get Gabriel. We're going to get Gabriel. In fact, let's get Gabriel first. Gabriel, hop on
What's up,
first.
Tariq? How you doing?
I'm good, Gabriel. What's on your mind, brother?
Well, nothing's on my mind. It's just interesting how like every time I come on here, I hear the same rhetoric of FBA. You come with your rhetoric going against African immigrants, but it's just crazy that I never seen that type of disconnect when I'm in my day to day reality of life. Like, and me living in Atlanta, black people and Haitian and immigrants, we get along just fine. So I just want to know, like, what is your agenda in doing all of this and attacking people who come here from other countries, especially those ones who are black?
And you're Haitian, Now, first of all, y'all
You,
can't be
you
lying,
remember me?
okay? Because I just looked at
Uh,
your page and saw your Haitian. Okay, now first, this is what the problem is. A lot of y'all come over and y'all come from these cultures where y'all be scamming over there and lying, and you just
what do you
lied by
mean by
saying
that?
that um, a lot of y'all come from these countries that are completely reckless, crime ridden,
Why,
dilapidated,
why is
and
that?
people have to do and listen, because I'm telling the truth, and people have to do scandalous stuff to get up out of there. And a lot of times niggas just over there lying and scamming in many of these places. And y'all bring that same lying over here. Like you lied and said, I attack immigrants. I've never attacked any
I
immigrant.
just heard it, and I hear it in every space.
How do I attack an immigrant?
You just said we live in filth and we're just tethers. I think that's an insult. I don't.
No, y'all come from these societies where
No, you
it's
said
crime
filth
ridden.
though. That was the quote. That's a direct quote. You said
Yeah,
filth.
crime ridden and filthy. Yes. That's not an attack.
So if somebody says that about black in inner cities, which is not okay, but if somebody did say that, we would say that's not a good thing to say.
Because it ain't true.
Correct.
We don't live in filth over here.
But
What inner city do we live over here in filth?
I'm not saying people live in filth, but I'm just saying there's parts of inner cities where it's just
Nobody's
it's not
no.
under people. I mean, I live in Atlanta, so
Right.
I
There's
know
no
I
part
just
of Atlanta that looks like some of the filth places in the Caribbean.
because we're in the richest country in the world. So of course
Right.
it's not going to be like the Caribbean, but
I
you got to take context into it. But that's besides the
uh-huh.
point. But that's
See,
besides
that's
the
not
point.
an attack. See, there's a reason why your family bounced, brother.
There
That's
is a
not an
reason.
attack.
There is a reason why my family bounced, and
Right.
it's a good one at that.
We know the reason it wasn't popping over there because of the filth and the crime and the dilapidation. That's not an attack.
Because where my family come from, we don't live in a stable country back home, and it's been ridden by white supremacy for over 200 years. So,
Right.
so like those
Right.
are so, but don't think about like America is America, and America is just not like America is for everybody to reap the benefits of, not just for one specific tribe or people.
And how did it become a place for everybody? Because at one point it was just a place where white people can eat and everybody who's non-white was supposed to suffer. So how did it change?
We know how it changed,
Hmm.
but don't go back on how, but don't go back on the people who fought hard for us to come here, and now you're shitting on their work.
Whose work am I shitting on?
You're shitting on your own foundational Black Americans who fought for immigrants
Whose?
like us to come here.
Who? How
Hmm?
am I shitting on their lineage?
Because you keep attacking us, and every time we have
And
success, you keep
that
attacking us.
nobody's attacking you.
What is a tether then? Is
No,
that that's not a hate, that's not a
that's a
derogatory
person
term.
who a tether is a person who comes over disrespecting us, and they need to get straightened. So we're differentiating between the riders and the tethers.
But here the difference with you is when somebody who's an immigrant, somebody who comes from a different background that's not a foundational Black American, and they make a valid point, instead of you combating their point, you go and directly
Because
attack
they're
their
not making
lineage.
a valid point.
But no,
They're
you
trolling.
instead of saying that, you go and attack their lineage instead. That's why
Because
people call it xenophobic.
you're not going to troll and then not get called out. And if you come in our spaces trolling, you're nothing but a tether who's trying to waste time, and you get called out for that. That ain't attacking. That's straightening.
But the thing is, with this whole agenda, it doesn't exist. This only exists on Twitter. This what you're talking about
Yeah,
is
no,
not
it doesn't.
reality. What you're
Harriet
talking about
Tubman
is not
exists.
reality.
Frederick Douglass exists. Martin
Fred,
Luther King exists.
no, you're
Yes,
misunderstanding.
no,
Misunderstanding
you're
the point.
misunderstanding. Yes, foundational Black Americans exist in real life.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm. I'm not talking. I'm not attacking
Well,
your
so what are you
beliefs.
talking about? Don't exist?
I'm
What?
attacking. I'm attacking this disconnect that how oh Africans, immigrants, we go at Black Americans, and you guys just come at us. The fight and disconnect is not reality. This is just on fucking Twitter. Like
No,
Black
it's not.
Americans don't go out their way to attack
And
immigrants. Immigrants don't go attack away to attack Black
nobody's
Americans.
going out of their way to attack immigrants
But
on
everything
here either. The problem is a lot of y'all come over here and you've shown disrespect for the last 40 or 50 years.
what
Y'all
do you
show
mean by disrespect?
so much disrespect and contempt for foundational Black Americans. You come over, eating off of us, and then form these little segregated
Why do you phrase it
enclaves
like
among
that? Why do you phrase
yourselves.
it like that? Eating off
What?
of y'all.
Eating. Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
How
What
do
did
we?
I say incorrectly?
How do? Okay, so my parents, we came from Haiti.
Uh-huh.
How in what way did we eat off of Black Americans?
Bill, how do you, when you got over here, it's our tax dollars that's funding you.
But we
It's
pay
us
taxes
fighting
too.
for you.
We paying into Social Security too. We paying
So
into state
you
and
couldn't
federal
pay,
income tax too. Don't
sir,
we do that too? So
you
we're
couldn't pay for
contributing.
you couldn't pay for Social Security in your own homeland. You didn't have anything. You came over here and were brought into our society because we fought for you to get over
But
here
why do
and to
you
get
put
into
see,
our
see why do
society.
you see you phrase that in such a negative connotation?
That's not a
Coming
negative. That's
over here
called
is not a
reality. That's
coming.
reality. No, 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 no. That's called reality. That's not framing in a negative connotation. If you come over here and you can't rub two nickels together, and then we bring you into the loop, you can't say, "Well, look at what I'm contributing." No, you're contributing to yourself. You're eating off the table. You didn't bring anything to the table. You're eating off the table. You see,
America is the richest country on earth and the
we know.
most diverse
And it's rich because of the sacrifice of foundational Black Americans. That's why, you understand? And you were able to enjoy some of those
y'all
riches.
had a lot of help that Africans and Haitians didn't have in their own country.
Help from who?
Haiti, we had Haiti. We are our own people. Haitians had the experience that foundational Black Americans never had
Wait, wait, who
as
did
having
we
their
wait,
own
wait, wait,
country.
wait, 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 who did we have help from?
So you guys became the richest country on earth just off just foundational Black Americans. So no white people at all. No Hispanics, no Native Americans, no none of that.
What the hell did Hispanics and Native Americans, the red Native Americans, because there are many Black indigenous people who were enslaved, but what did red Native Americans
We,
contribute to the building of the
we
United States?
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
And that was a
That
contradiction
whole,
in
that
itself.
whole,
No, no, no,
that
no,
whole,
no, no, no,
that
no.
whole, that whole.
Stop it. See, this is what we call tether babble. I ask you a question and then you change the subject trying to read the Bill of Rights or something like that. No, no, no. That's tether babble. That's why we call you out. Let's try it again. What did red-skinned Native Americans contribute to the building of the United States?
Everybody played their part in the
Okay,
building of
what did
America,
they let's talk about
including immigrants.
what did the red-skinned Native Americans contribute?
Everybody played their part, bro.
Okay, nothing then. That means nothing. They
It's
didn't
not
do
nothing. Everybody played their part.
everybody didn't play their part. Everybody immigrated over here when everything was built and the table was set. That's what they did. They hopped over here when everything was set up by us and started eating.
Bro.
They
No
didn't
one
do
gave it. No one has given the immigrant a handout. No one given me and my family a
the
handout. So
hell they didn't.
the hell
The
they
hell
did.
they didn't. Sir, getting over here and getting all of the benefits and Social Security and DACA programs and minority set asides, that is a handout, sir, that was unearned. That's an unearned benefit, sir, that
We work.
got from
We
us.
work hard and pay taxes just like the rest of America.
Sir, you
So
came
what
over
are we?
here, you came over here eating off programs that foundational black Americans fought for. Every single program that you benefited
Social
from,
Security.
we fought
Social
for.
Security was just
Yes,
for foundational Black
yes,
Americans.
that was
Because when
something that
Social
we fought
Security
for
first passed,
you.
it wasn't for foundational.
That was something that we fought for that you were able to come over and enjoy. Y'all come over here and get all types of welfare programs, minority scholarships that we fight for, sir. Don't play games, all right? And
I
when we
think
support, and
that's more of a that's just a testament. Okay, go on.
sir, when we step up for you, you get stuff popping for yourself. And when we say, hey, we ain't gonna ride out for you like that, guess what? They send you back. An example, you saw what happened on the border lately with the poor Haitian brothers and sisters getting beaten at the border. You saw
Uh,
how that went down.
uh,
You saw that bad look.
you talk about how they say they whip people at the border.
Well, yeah, they were snatching up people and
I
they
never saw that video.
well, you heard about it.
No, the media phrased it how like they were being whipped at the border. And then I actually saw the video. Like, dude just pulled the dude.
He pulled
But
them and they were being physically wrangled and then they got sent back.
yes, 20,000 Haitians have been deported under Biden. Yeah.
Right. And they
So
got
what benefits are we getting if
uh,
our people is getting deported?
this is what I'm telling you. The reason why they got deported because we weren't really fighting for them on this one. We didn't really put our neck out this time. We didn't sacrifice ourselves.
I
See,
mean, they didn't come here legally. It happens.
that happens. But when we step up for you guys, things happen. But this time, we're like, okay, since so many folks are showing so much disrespect coming from the Caribbean, well, we'll just sit this one out. And they shipped everybody's ass on
But
back.
what? Okay, if you're saying we are benefiting and we're eating off of y'all, but
Uh-huh.
at the same time we're getting deported, it kind of contradicts itself, don't you think?
Okay.
Our people is getting deported. You feel me?
Okay, so you deliberately missed that point. So let's go here. What benefit does foundational Black Americans get from anybody immigrating over here?
All studies points to immigration helps the economy. All studies points to. You can look at Brookings study how
No, it
immigration
doesn't.
help the
No, it
economy.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yes,
No,
it does.
no, it
You can
doesn't.
look at Brookings did a study, and
Brookings, yeah, I don't care what study they did. It doesn't help the economy.
no scientific
How
study,
so?
no academic research points to
How so? How does it help the
immigration being a detriment towards the Black American community.
um it
No
helps
research points to that.
that's a damn lie.
It's not a lie because I have not seen a study,
That's
and
a
you cannot send me one.
black intellectuals have been saying this since the 1800s that immigration
I am all my
Frederick
Africana study
Douglass,
professors don't see
W.B.
that.
Du Bois, all of these people. The only person who started co-signing mass immigration was Dr. King. That's why they like bringing him up. They didn't start co-signing that in the Black community until the 60s. Before the 60s, Black people were not co-signing mass immigration. They knew that it would be a problem. They knew
Immigration
that.
has always been a thing for America. It just wasn't extended towards
No.
black
Well,
immigrants until like the 60s. You're
no.
right.
Well, yeah, that's because we wanted brothers and sisters to come over as reinforcement. Dr. King was supporting it. We
But
had people like Stokely Carmichael. We were going through the civil rights movement, and we said, hey, we need some brothers and sisters from Africa and the Caribbean to come over to be reinforcements. So we started fighting for it.
no,
But
you're
truth be told, it doesn't really benefit. How does it benefit us? We don't. How do we benefit from that?
what would you want
That
black
no no
immigrants to do? No,
no
seriously,
no 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 no
that's
no.
not a valid question. Like,
That,
what would you want us
it
to
ain't,
do?
what you mean? It's not a valid
Be-
question. Of course,
because
it's
because
a,
it's a
of course it's a valid question. Why wouldn't it be a valid question?
because like it's like, okay, you're taking people who are coming from poor countries and they're coming
Not
to
our
a new
problem.
country. No,
Not a
they're coming
problem.
to a new country. Okay, I just need like
Why is
10
that our
seconds for
problem?
this
Why
point.
is that our problem?
It's not your problem. I just need like 10 seconds for this point. We're not trying to make it your problem. I'm just
Then
saying.
why are you talking about what they're doing back at home? How does that?
Because you're saying, because you just said, how does
How does it
immigrants coming
benefit
over here
us?
benefit? And I'm saying that's when we come over here, our intention is not to benefit foundational Black Americans. Our intention is to build
Right.
for our families, and but we have the right to do that because
Right.
America
That's
is
what
a
I'm
country
saying.
of immigrants.
It's all about you. So
But
why
I'm
should we
saying
so why should we sit here and sacrifice when it's all about you?
because
Why
when
should
our
we
interests,
prioritize
because
you?
when our interests as Black people align, we need to be together
Oh Lord, no! But y'all come over
because
here and
every
oh no, 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 no! But no, all that us as black people, y'all get over here and make a point to say that you're different from us, especially when you get around white people. Y'all come over and make a point to say how different you are than us. The minute you
no,
get around,
we embrace our culture, but around white people, they treat us all the same, brother.
I know they do, but y'all get around them and start letting them know that I'm not like those niggas there.
I don't
I
know
am
who you talk.
different.
Who
Okay, you
do
don't
you
know.
talk
Okay,
to?
there you
Who do
go.
you
You
talk?
never
What
know
kind of?
who it is, but it's on TikTok. Go look at TikTok, and they're
Now
all
you
there
talk
on
about no.
TikTok.
You can't be citing TikTok. We just
Oh
went from trying
Lord,
to cite academic research. Now you talk about
damn,
TikTok.
stop it with all of that. I don't know who be saying that. I don't want to hear no more lies. I don't want to hear none of these. I don't know who be saying that. The hell you don't know. Y'all know good and well who says that stuff. Stop it. What's up, Young?
Yeah,
What's up, man? What are you over there doing, brother?
my fault. That was hilarious. That was intense. I gotta take a piss. I'm gonna be quick.
Oh
So
no, I
back
ain't.
to Sesame,
Yo, you got
back
your
to
dick.
Sesame Street,
No, I'm gonna
back
get
to
you out of
Ses.
here. I don't want to hear that. Okay, yeah, brother. He's standing there with his thing in his hand. I don't want to hear that at all, brother. You better get on T.S. Giselle's page with that. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Oh man, yeah, he sounded real sultry. Yeah, brother. Not the page. Not the page. All right, man. Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that. Ain't nobody attacking nobody. Y'all come over here attacking us, bringing all of the disrespect, and you think you're not going to get checked? No, no, no. You're getting checked, and we're doing some straightening here. That's all that's going on. We're just doing some straightening. Don't none get straight, but a little straightening. All right. Let's see who else we got here. I ain't gonna be on too long. I gotta go handle some things. Hold on. Who is these people? We got a lot of folks in here. Um, hold on. Let me see. Let's get Don P in here. Let's get Don P. What's up, Don P? Don P. What's up, brother? And then we'll get Osne. I think that's her name. Osne. I don't know what your name is, but I think it's Osne. Let's get her in here. Osne, because Don P ain't speaking.
Hello.
Osne, what's up, Osne?
So I'm 22 and I'm a Black American. I used to be a Pan Africanist or however you say that,
Yeah,
and I just wanted to mention the fact that I used to be that way. So it's not the fact that we are like hateful towards them. We're just treating them how they treated us, and I just wanted to mention the fact that yeah, like a lot of us used to. I even grew up. I still argue with my dad about being a Pan Africanist, and I'm just not really with that no more. Like I see how they mention us being slaves, mention us
yeah.
getting shot. I mean, I can go on and on. Then they blame it on childhood bullying when I'm
Oh,
from the hood. You
yeah.
know, everybody get made fun of. It wasn't nobody necessarily bullying them. Oh, because you African. I mean, if you stunk or something, of course they were gonna talk about you, but it's just crazy the things they say about us. I just wanted to say that you are reaching a younger generation because I'm only 22,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I definitely not paying African this no more.
Real talk. Thank you, beloved. Yeah, that whole thing. And here's the thing: many of us, and I still rock with brothers and sisters in Africa. I still got a lot of friends in the Caribbean and Africa, all overseas. So I'm still cool with folks. But what I am never cool with is all of these tethers and anti FBA folks coming over here after we've sacrificed, and they come over here and run next to the white supremacists against us. I ain't never cool with that, and that ass will get checked. And this whole narrative that they hate us because they got called a booty scratcher in school. That's all cap. That's the lie they like to tell. Nobody was hating on them for being foreign. I saw some dudes, I think they were Haitian or something. They were talking about how they used to get beat up in Miami for being Haitian. You got beat up by Jamaicans. See, other Caribbeans be beating y'all up. Y'all have a little thing where y'all fight each other. We don't. Foundational Black Americans ain't beat nobody up because they're an immigrant, especially a black person. That is a damn lie. That is not in our culture. We'll snap on you, but not because you're an immigrant. We'll snap on you because you ain't got no swag. That's why a lot of y'all get roasted. A lot of y'all come over here, y'all come from these immigrant backgrounds, and y'all come from these places where you ain't got no swag. So yeah, if you 8 years old and you come into the um, basketball court in a damn three-piece suit and some hard bottom shoes, yeah, your little ass is gonna get roasted left and right. You're gonna get clowned because you ain't got no swag. You come to school and your hairline is looking janky, you gonna get roasted, but we'll still bring you in and you still the homie. You gonna get roasted, but you still the homie. Yeah. Don P, where you at, man?
Hi, how you doing, man?
I'm good. What's going on with you, Don P?
First of all, good morning. I'm actually in Africa right now, in Ghana. Um, I used to live in Philadelphia,
Yes.
and I moved down to Ghana. Now I live in Ghana.
Okay.
Um, I just want to. I've been hearing you, but I just want to give you a little story, just a little bit, of what happened to me um, with African Americans. When I moved to Philadelphia in 2002, I remember driving on Broad Street, um, heading towards downtown, and my car broke down in the traffic. And next to the traffic light, there was a gas station. It was raining, and my car broke down, so I was stuck in the middle of the road. And I saw two African American young men coming down the street, and I went down. I went to them and I said, "Can you please help me push my car to the gas station?" They heard my accent. At that time, I had a really thick accent, so they heard my accent and they were like, "Oh, where you from?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from West Africa." And they were like, "Oh, so you from the place where they have the monkeys and the lions and all those places?" And I said, "Yes." And so, "Oh, why don't you just go get the monkeys and the lions and the elephants to come and help you push your car down the street?" And then they laughed off and they went. You know who came to help me out? It was two white dudes that pulled over and helped me push my car to the gas station. Now, I have a question, Tariq. I come from a place where it's predominantly Black people. And I come to America and I see my fellow Black men. And I'm happy. And I say, "Oh, okay, they're going to help me because I'm Black and we all from the same cloth." And they make this statement to me. How you think that affect me or affected my view of African Americans?
Because it affected you because you made it up and that never happened. I don't believe you.
It did happen.
I
It
do not.
did.
I don't believe that in any bit that a black person over here said, "Go get a monkey and an elephant to come help you." I do not believe that at all.
What,
And they walked
Terry?
off. I
Okay.
don't believe
So
you. I'm gonna keep
why
it
do you
above
think it never happened? Why do you think it never happened?
because we don't talk like that.
Really?
We don't talk like that to people. But no, we
So
don't.
what
That's
happened? Who
culture.
came up with the African booty scratcher thing?
I believe they said that to you, sir. I think you made it up. That's horse crap. Nobody said that to you. We don't talk like that. We don't have that kind of disposition, sir. That's not even practical for us to act like that towards somebody. That's
Tyree,
bullshit.
no, but you
I
cannot.
don't
You see,
believe
what
that.
you're doing is
Listen,
no,
damn
no,
words
no.
that somebody told you to go get a monkey and an elephant and go ride that and get that to help. I don't believe that. We don't talk like that. We don't have that kind of vitriol because you're not a threat to us. So we wouldn't even come at nobody like that. We wouldn't even be disrespectful for no reason like that. I
Okay,
don't believe
so
that. I do not
my
believe.
question to you is, who came up with
Then
the phrase
and
African
then
booty scratcher?
some heavenly white people came. That's a fantasy.
No, no, no. I didn't say heavenly white people. I
That's
said
a
they pulled over. They were
that's a
driving. They saw
that's
me stranded.
know what? That's a story that you say around white people to get brownie points from them. Look,
I
hey,
don't even
white
have
people,
white friends.
I was in the street, my car, and there was some dirty Akata niggas who called me a African booty scratcher, and he did not help me. And it was some good white people like you who helped me. So all of you white people are not bad. That sounds like some shit you say around white people, dude. Stop it.
No, hold
Dude,
on, Tariq,
stop it,
hold on, hold on.
brother.
First
Stop
of
it.
all, I don't even have white friends. Second of all,
I do
I
not
don't
believe
even,
that. We don't do,
have white friends.
sir.
I don't even
We
know
don't hate,
any white friends.
sir. Sir, that's a projection. We foundational Black Americans don't sit around hating on no African people. We don't have disrespect for African people
Okay,
at
so
all.
I asked the question. Who came up with the phrase African booty scratcher?
African booty scratcher was an insult from the 70s and 80s that Black kids used to call each other because of those Save the Children commercials. So that was a term they used to call each other. They weren't calling immigrants that. Children were calling each other that, among many other snaps. Part of the culture is playing the dozens over here. So people throwing insults at each other in a playful manner, that's a camaraderie thing. After you do the dozens, everybody shake hands and go home. All right. So this whole thing about you being called a booty scratcher is equivalent to a kata. You don't see adult Black people who are FBA calling nobody no booty scratcher. Those are
You seems to be using the word akata a lot.
uh-huh.
Now, I don't
Those
know
are among the terms you guys have.
if you found the actual meaning of the word akata and where it came from.
I know what it is. There's another thing too. You guys act like you have some kind of secret language that's just so impossible for us to understand. Like you don't know our language. I know what it means. I know that whole stray cat nonsense. We know. You're not saying anything that's just going over our heads. We know. The thing is, you're saying it in a negative connotation. That's the point. You're
Okay,
saying it
so
always in a negative
so
connotation. So please don't
so
try to
for the
flip it as if
people,
it's not a negative. It's always
Tariq,
used as a negative. Yes, sir.
Tariq, for the
Uh-huh.
people who are in the group and who don't understand or who don't know what maybe the word akata is, can you please explain to them what it means from your perspective?
It means a stray cat or a cat that strayed away from home or a cat that has no home, a different variation of that definition. Am I correct?
Where did they originate from?
It originated from Yoruba, from what I understand, but I've heard several people from several West African and even Central African countries use that term. I've heard people from Ghana use that term against us. I heard people from Senegal use that term against us. I heard people from the Gambia use that term against us. I've even heard Ugandans use that term. So they try to push it off on just the Nigerians, but it's not just the Nigerians. A lot of them use that term against us. So is there a secret meeting that we don't know about with that word?
No, it's just a word that is used and it's not meant maliciously
Yes, it
because
is.
you're taking it out of context and you're making it look like it's a word that is specifically directed to
So how do
what you call it,
how come they
African
never use?
Americans.
Why don't they ever use it in a positive connotation?
It is used in a positive
No,
connotations.
it is never used in a positive connotation,
Because
sir.
Tariq, I don't know who you're talking to, and I don't
I'm
know which
talking to you.
Africans you're talking to.
I'm talking to you
Because
and your people.
you were getting everything so.
No, sir. This kind of lying and scamming is the problem. Now you're being a stereotype, sir. When they come around talking about, well, Akata not a bad word, it's always used in a negative term. It's never, hey man, that Akata became a doctor. It's always stay away from that Akata. Look at that pregnant Akata. Look at those thug Akatas. It is always used negative. And the fact that you're sitting here lying about it further proves why we have to get some straightening because of the tethering that's going on. We can't have people lying and tethering among us, sir. You've already lied about some people told you to go ride a monkey and all of that. So
No,
now
that's a
you're
true
lying
story.
again. So you
But no,
so
that's a true story because
no, it's not, because you've established yourself as a liar. Now, sir, you have established yourself as a liar. So everything you say has to be taken with a grain of salt, and your credibility is not gone. Your credit is gone. Your credibility is gone. That's the problem. When you start lying, that shades everything else you have to say. That neutralizes any
so
seriousness
so
of your
something
narrative.
happened to me. Something happens to
That
me, and you're completely being dismissive about it,
because
saying, "Oh, because you never."
you've established yourself as a liar, sir, several times by saying that the word akata is not negative. Everything else you say has been neutralized and nullified, and you've established yourself as a liar, sir. You've already did that. You did it when you said that they called you those names, and that's the problem. That lying and scamming and deceiving mentality that y'all utilize over there, you want to bring it over here. And we really don't want to have anything to do with that type of mentality, sir. Does that make
Now,
sense?
Tariq, let me say something real quick, please. Let me say something real quick.
It's
You use
it's
the words
say
you
more.
use the word scamming. You use the word scamming a lot.
Yes, I do.
Um,
Yes.
okay.
But uh-huh.
Now, I have a question. You know, since I moved to Ghana, before I was one of those people who hated what they do in terms of the scamming thing. So I called a couple of young kids and I was like, listen, why do you guys do what you do? This is what they told me. Now, not my words, this is what they told me. Well, we live in Africa. Everything has been taken from us, right? So they don't see anything wrong with taking from the white person or the white people, bringing it back to the continent. This is their mentality. Now, I don't see them scamming African Americans. I have never come
Man,
across any of these guys. Hold on, sir. Hold on. I have never seen any of them scamming African Americans. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not into that. But if they are scamming the white people, taking what they have and bringing it back to the continent, right? Do you see a problem with it?
because you ain't scamming no white people. That's a lie. Yo, you are not scamming any white people. White
So who are
people,
they scamming? Who are they
you're not.
scamming?
You try to scam other black people over there, and then you scam us when you get here too.
They
These
scam black
dudes,
people here. They
what
scam
white
black people here.
what white people are you scamming? You think you gonna
Look,
scam white?
anybody, you could go to YouTube.
What white?
Anybody. Look, give you a perfect example. The guy who just got caught, Abbas, a hush puppy. He didn't scam any black person.
You talking about the guy who got like $100 million or whatever?
Yes. Did you
Okay.
see him scamming black people?
Well, those guys, what did they set up some kind of fund? So they were doing some big time scamming, and they were funneling the money back
Exactly.
to the.
Exactly. But there was
And
no, there was, that was, I'm using him as an example because
and their
he was the
asses
one
got
that
caught,
finished.
and all the money is going back to the white people. All right, so let's be very
Right.
clear.
But
But
no,
but
not all the money. Not all the money, Tariq. Not all the
most of them,
money.
we're not going to use them. Those are some of the big time scammers, but some of the
Uh-huh.
mid-level scammers, what they do, they come over here, they scam foundational black American women heavy by getting into these marriages with them. They met this is one of the big scams that they got. They come over here, find some
Okay.
FBA sister, scam
Mm-hmm.
her, tear her credit up. I know so many FBA sisters that done married a West African dude or Caribbean dude who done tore her damn credit up. She done married the dude and he went back. Oh, I got to go back home to do something with the family. And then she look at her credit and there's all types of Nissan Altimas over in Ghana and all types of shit that they done bought over there and messed that sister's credit up and then used her social security number to buy stuff over there. So they scam sisters over here all the time, sir. So let's not say that they don't scam FBA folks, but we, for the most part, we try not to allow that to happen. But these cats have a lot of scams, and they're not scamming white people in big numbers. A lot of times they scam each other. You understand? There's a lot of scamming each other over there going on, and that's why everything is going all to hell.
It's easy. It's easy to come up with. It's easy to find this information. You could go to YouTube and type in scammers, and you would Every video that comes up is all white people. I'm telling you, it's easy. Just people just go to YouTube, just type in scammers, and you will see it. And out of those people that you're saying scammers, it's not even all the population. It's just a few percentage of the population.
It's
It's the
not.
same way. Hold on, Tariq, hold on. It's the same way that I cannot sit here in Ghana or sit in America and say all black people, all putting every black person in the same basket, holding guns and shooting up the block or doing this and doing that. No, it's just a few people that are, basically going left that are causing everybody to look
Oh,
bad.
let's
You
be
cannot,
clear.
you cannot do that.
Scamming over there is so monumental. Certain people can't even get bank accounts over there no more. People are told over here and warned that bank accounts from certain parts of Africa you can't even lie with.
Tariq,
What?
when was the last time you lived in Africa? When was the last time you visited Africa? When was
Dude,
the last time you even
yeah,
stepped a foot in
years ago,
Africa?
went over there and hell, I couldn't even get no money
Oh,
transferred
no,
out, dude. In
Tariq,
certain
that
places,
is so wrong. That
man,
is so wrong. You see,
man,
this is
dude,
Tariq.
what dudes? Don't talk over me, man. In certain places, boy, the money over there is completely useless the minute you take it outside. In some places, man, you can't even transfer money legitimately. You got to use all types of Bitcoin and all. Man, come on, don't, come on, dude. What are you talking about?
Tariq, hold on. If you say this, that is such misinformation because there
Misinformation.
are banks. These banks, there are banks in this country in everywhere around the corner, and that is being controlled by one person, the United States Treasury. You understand? So there is no way. There's SWIFT system. There's all kinds of ways to transfer money. If you want to do Bitcoin, that is going illegally. You're doing illegal stuff.
No, but dude, you know good and well, banks over here in the U.S., they warn about sending money over to Nigeria and parts of Ghana and those places. You know that, right?
Sending money to somebody that you don't know, they will warn you. But
Or,
sending some money to bank is legal.
dude, certain places over there, and over in Zimbabwe, for example, you can't really transfer money in and out of there unless you do it on Bitcoin. I've been
Tariq,
over.
that's illegal. That Bitcoin is not a currency that is used around the world.
Bitcoin is not illegal. What are you talking about?
No, it is not a currency that is used around the world.
Yes, it
No,
is.
not a lot of people use this Bitcoin.
Everybody uses it. Bitcoin is used all over the. What are you talking
So
about?
you're
Bitcoin is,
telling me I could go to Bank of America and tell them I have Bitcoin currency and they're gonna accept it?
dude. You can transfer your Bitcoins and turn that into cash into certain accounts, but Bitcoin is used all over the world.
No, it's not used in the United States. It's not recognized in the United States.
It is used in the
It's not
United
recognized in London. It's not recognized in Amsterdam. It's not recognized in Germany.
How is it not recognized? So Bitcoin is used all over the world. You can, if I want to buy something right now, I can buy it with Bitcoin online right now. There's places that will accept Bitcoin. I can go buy it right now,
Yes,
right here in the U.S.
Tariq, what I just asked you a question, you didn't answer me. So I asked you, can you go to Bank of America or TD Bank and say, oh, I have X amount of money in Bitcoins and I need them in cash
Because
and they're going to accept it?
it's a digital currency. It's not. You have to get it transferred into physical currency, sir. What do you? That's the common knowledge. That's why they have NFTs over here that you buy with Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of this other digital cryptocurrency. That's a thing that's used all over the world. I don't. What are you talking about, sir?
Anyway, just before I go, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:12 in the morning. Before I
Okay.
go, African Americans, like I said, I don't see where the problem is. I've always been one of those people who acknowledge the fact that there were people who, were killed for the struggle for people like me to be able to be in the United States. Now, in American Embassy, every Sunday we go to an American Embassy in Ghana, and we do have our little meetings with African Americans. And mind you, Tariq, Ghana is one of those countries that has a vast majority of African Americans living here. Actually, the whole of the continent, Ghana hosts a lot of African Americans in this country. And what the president has done is giving African Americans the power to actually exhibit our what you call national monuments to African Americans, especially the slave dungeons and then all those extra stuff. So they are the ones telling the story. Now,
No,
if you don't
thank you.
believe me,
No,
you
thank you.
hold on. If you
No,
don't
thank
believe me, no, hold on for a second.
no,
If you
thank
don't believe me,
uh,
hold on, sir. Hold on.
no,
If you don't
no,
believe me, you can always go to
thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, yeah. They ain't really giving us nothing. They had something called the right to a vote. Yeah, I'm tired of him telling half truths and all of it. You know, I let him go. But yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, our government lets you show off the exhibit, the slave dungeons. No, thank you. That's not a gift to us. We get to show where y'all ancestors sold some of us. Oh yeah, and we're supposed to pop our collar to that. No, thank you. No, they want us to come over there to boost tourism. You know, they want us to do the year of return, and they want us to come over there to do the slave dungeon tour, so they can make money off of us. Nah, I'm good. And then tell us to go back home. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, they got something called a right to abode, not even real dual citizenship. If you want dual citizenship, you got to go over there and bring a bag of money. They want to know all of your investments and all your bank account numbers and all of that. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so we're not going to try to sell that. Yeah, our government, we let you come over and show yourselves off in the slave dungeons. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm good, brother. Yeah, that's not a good selling point for me. Yeah, I am hella cool on that. Let me get one more person in here. A lot of folks in here, though. What's up, man? Got 1,200 people in here. A lot of folks in here on this late night. I'm gonna get off here in a minute because I've been on here long enough. What's up, man? Who's calling?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my head around your work, your approach, and what does success look like? Because you raise a lot of important points about the black diaspora and globally. We don't seem to get along, but it's a crabs in a barrel mentality. Like you have the same thing over here in the UK. I'm in London. That's where I'm talking to you from.
Are you Irish? Sound like you have an Irish
I'm
accent.
from. I stay in a part of the UK called Birmingham. It's very northern, so it sounds Irish, but not quite. I'm
Okay.
Jamaican.
Okay. Oh, okay. A lot of Jamaicans up there in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Birmingham. I've been to Birmingham, England, many, many times. I had one of the worst haircuts in my life in Birmingham. Messed my hair up.
I'm sorry about
But
that.
you're
I'm
Jamaican.
sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. But yeah, man. Over here, foundational Black Americans, we're kind of having some cultural straightening because a lot of people who immigrate here, for some reason, there's this thing where they feel like they can disrespect us, this weird disrespect, and we're kind of having a cultural straightening right now. So that's what's going on.
Um, there is that same thing going on in the UK where they've created a hierarchy out of blackness. So the British government, through our own Donald Trump, our version Boris Johnson, they hired a black man to say that there's no racism in the UK. And in doing that, they started playing off the African communities against the Caribbean communities who
Yeah.
experienced two different ways of, like, Africa is a sophisticated civilization. You're talking about the brother that was on before you. Ghana is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Like, it's a very,
Hmm.
very, very sophisticated place. And then you're talking about countries with universities that are 250 years old, 500 years old. Like the first university in the world was from Africa, Timbuktu. But then
Hmm.
you're comparing it to a society like Jamaica. Like the Caribbean people have had a rough fucking ride in Britain. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
people understand the level of depravity that they have faced with the UK government. So I understand what you're trying to do and the conversations that you're trying to have. I'm just trying to get my head around the approach and
Right.
what
Right.
does, because the
But
thing is, I do agree with a lot of the points, because that guy, everybody with a brain, you can just use Google. Akata is not a good word, and I don't know
of
why.
course, right.
I don't know why he was trying to make out like he had an argument or a leg to stand on. But how do we have these conversations, find that respect in that straightening that you're talking about, and have some uncomfortable truths, because we're all African people at the end of the day, but there's different levels to this nonsense. There's a this is a serious crabs in a barrel thing, and I'm sure that it's not by mistake. Someone's designed this game.
Oh, right. But thank you so much. Well, I'm a foundational Black American. All right. And my family's been here for centuries. We have a very unique culture, and we are wrapping ourselves in gatekeeping that culture. It's very important for us to gatekeep that culture. Let me see. We got an African brother here from Nigeria, Samuel. Let's get Samuel on here. We got a Nigerian cat from Samuel. Where you at, brother? Let's get Samuel on here. All right. And Samuel, he's in England. Sam, what's up, brother? Samuel, turn your microphone on. All right. Samuel, where you at? All right, Samuel.
Can you hear me?
Hello,
Can you hear
Samuel.
me now?
There you go. I can hear you. What's up, brother?
Hello?
I can hear you, Samuel.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Can I
brother?
go ahead?
Okay, bruh, this phone is way too janky. I got to get you out of here. Let's get what up? Doc Jamal. Let's get Doc Jamal. Sam, I don't know what was going on with that phone, brother. Let's get Doc Jamal in here. That phone was janky as hell. What's up, Doc?
How you doing, brother Tariq?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, brother?
You know, I've been following you for quite some time. A lot of your work, like hidden colors and all that good stuff. You know, I think you got
Yes.
a lot of good information that you be giving out sometimes. But I'm gonna be honest. It seems like a lot of the things that you say and preach causes a divide, causes a worsening divide among like people who are African and people who are African American or FBA, however they would like to spice it up. And I understand like there's a lot of stereotypical judgment that goes back and forth between African Americans and Africans. You know, I understand that, but do you not think it would be better to try to mend that rather than making a whole new like making a whole new like words like tethered and all these
Mm-hmm.
all these type things that you kind of preach towards that cause a negative connotation amongst African Americans and amongst Africans, when in reality we have a common enemy that doesn't want to see either of us win. So why not try to work together, because in the Black community, the brother that killed Fred Hampton was a Black American. In the African,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot of good African presidents in the 50s and 60s and 70s that were trying to make good changes for their people, and they were killed by their own people. So I think, objectively speaking, there's evidence that will tell you that there are people in both communities that are not, looking to have uh, a betterment for us as a complete society, as Africans, as Black Americans, or whatever you want to call it. Can we not just have that respect for one another and say, okay, there's bad people on both sides? Can we just work together to defeat this common enemy to reach a common goal? Like, why is it
Now
not?
you're Jamaican. You're Jamaican and what? Jamaican and what?
Both my parents are Jamaican. I was raised in Georgia.
Okay, but there's another flag on your page though. There's Jamaican flag, and there's another
Oh,
flag that looks like it's from
Ghana, because both of my
Okay.
parents were from Ghana originally.
Okay, so y'all from all over the place. Now here's the thing. See, nobody said, "Hey, let's stop these Caribbeans from using derogatory terms or speaking negatively and using pejoratives towards foundational Black Americans." Like in Jamaica, a lot of them will refer to us as Yankees. Yeah, stay away from those Yankees. When you get there, it's always stay away from them. That's a common thread in a lot of Caribbean culture when they get here. We're going to eat off those guys, but when you get over there, just kind of stay away from them. Y'all been doing that for a long ass time while we have been on this brother, brother, brother. We all black. We gonna look out for you. We all one and the same. When y'all come over here for years, y'all come and get in your little segregated enclaves. You kind of keep to yourselves whatever money you make sure we don't touch none of it. It goes back into your little segregated enclaves. Many of you even go to churches on your own or churches around white people. Our brother James Small broke that down up there in New York, especially. A lot of those Jamaicans, they go to church with white people or other Jamaicans, but not around us. Y'all went out of your way to distance yourselves from us and use pejorative terms against us. And then the problem is, sir, when that type of anti FBA sentiment that we just kind of ignored because it was inconsequential to us for a long time, but then when you start having people get in political positions over us where they can harm us in mass, like Kamala Harris, who's Jamaican, like Karine Jean-Pierre, who's Haitian, who's up there in the White House with Biden, these people get in these certain positions, like Roland Martin's big fat Cinnabon shaped ass, who's Haitian. These folks get in media positions or political positions, and then they start working against us. Now we're putting our foot down to say no more. We are a different ethnic group, and we're not going to let y'all get in positions to disrespect us, to undermine us, and to hate and do anything negative to us, because you wouldn't let us do that if we went to your homeland. So we're giving the same energy, we're giving some straightening that should have been done a long time ago, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I I'm not sure if you could kind of hear a lot of it. Like, that, don't you think that that's like stereotyping people? Like, because if you took that same rhetoric, the same kind of shit that you're stuff that you're saying, excuse my language,
Uh-huh.
same kind of stuff that you're saying, okay, and I sit here and say as a Jamaican, oh well, those FBA come here and they do this and they do that and all that. Like, I got on here, I didn't call you a Yankee, I called you brother, and I'm Jamaican.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
did, but no. Just because, and I'm being polite to you, you're being polite to me. But let's be very clear. Part of the culture over there is to use pejorative terms against us. We don't do that with you. We don't do that with
I,
Caribbeans. We don't do that with African people. We actually fight to help get you over here.
I, to be honest with you, brother, I have to disagree with you. Like, there's plenty of instances where people, like, I understand what you're trying to say, but there's plenty of instances where Black Americans can say things that are offensive to Jamaicans or offensive to Africans or
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What balances it out is that we've helped you get y'all asses over here. That balances all of that out. So anything negative somebody said to you, that's nullified because it was balanced out by the Black people to help get your family over here so they can eat. So they
how
can
did
say that. We can't say that about y'all.
how did
Y'all don't help us do
it
shit.
did okay,
Let
so
me just keep it a buck. Y'all don't
Tucson,
help us do
Louisiana,
shit.
but, like
Well, okay. If listen what I'm saying. If somebody gives you some negative energy over here, it's balanced out by the FBA people that help your family get over here. You're over here because of the Foundation of Black Americans. Let's be clear. We don't get any help or benefit from anybody in Africa or the Caribbean. All we get is negative. There are no positives. You understand?
don't don't you think that's maybe because of the European construct of them, making us fight each other over things that are small and kind
Uh-huh.
of irrelevant?
Uh-huh. And they did the same thing over here, and we ignored them. We didn't let that stop us from helping you guys. The white
Wait,
supremacists didn't want y'all. Listen, the white supremacists didn't want y'all over here. They didn't want no damn Caribbeans or African immigrants coming over here at all. We had to fight these people to let y'all over here. We had to fight them,
what?
dude.
I understand that. Oh, what?
All right then. Don't
What?
say nothing about somebody saying something negative then. That's all right.
No,
It was balanced out,
that's not.
dude.
No, I'm not
It was
trying to. I'm
balanced
trying to
out.
understand. I hear. I hear you, brother. What instance are you talking about when you say y'all helped us get over here?
All the instances in the early 1900s and in the 1960s. That's what I'm talking about, sir. You need to know history. And 2 points in this
I
country.
do.
Listen, brother. Let me give
Uh,
you some
Go ahead.
history. They didn't want African and Caribbeans over here, sir. When they built the Panama Canal, when they completed the Panama Canal in around 1915, around that time, you had a lot of Caribbeans out there in Central America. They were about to leave and they wanted to come up here. And the white supremacist politicians, they had a no immigration for African oriented people to come over here. They didn't want no Caribbeans coming over here at all. They said none, no, 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 no. We have a no people of African descent coming here, immigrating here at all. It was foundational Black Americans fighting against that, and we were the ones helping Marcus Garvey get here. Marcus Garvey got here right after it was foundational Black Americans fighting against that bill, saying, "Nah, well, y'all can't do that. We got to let some of those brothers and sisters over here. Not a whole bunch, but we got to let some of them over here." Booker T. Washington helped get Marcus Garvey over here. And in the 1960s, they were not letting a lot of African and Caribbean immigrants coming over. We had the civil rights movement going on, and we took that momentum and fought for immigration rights so they can get those racial quotas off immigration. So the only reason you were able to come here after the 1960s is from foundational Black Americans in the streets, whooping ass, taking names, getting their head bust, making that happen. Do you understand that part of
I,
history?
I, I, I
All
understand what
right,
you're
sir.
saying,
Thank
and
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shit. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just say thank you, brother. Just say thank you. Just say it's thank you. All right. I don't want to hear no babbling. Well, y'all here said something negative. Somebody said something negative. It's okay, brother. It was balanced out. We help you too. The help was way more constructive than somebody calling you a name somewhere, which most likely didn't happen because we don't do that. See, y'all get the positive benefits from foundational Black Americans stepping in. We don't really get anything positive out of immigration, to be honest. Let's just keep it a buck. All we get is hatred and contempt. That's how all of these conversations got started. Our good brother Sonny and brother Mel and those brothers in January raised the great point. What benefit does immigration bring to foundational Black Americans? And nobody could give a benefit. That's where all of these Twitter space conversations kind of sprung up and been going back and forth about. There's really no benefit. We don't benefit. Let's keep it a buck. We don't benefit. That shit don't help us. And we're saying, hey, man, why are we doing some shit that ain't really helping us? And not only is it not helping us, the folks coming over kind of undermining us. So why should we keep on doing that, caping for people, and it just don't work for us? Think about that. That's a very valid question. I'm gonna let y'all sleep on that tonight. Let me get up out of here, man. That's been today's broadcast. I've been on here for a long time. I didn't intend on being on here this long, and there's 1,200 people on here. Y'all want to get some more game? Get my book, Foundational Black American Race Beta. Go to officialfba.com. Get my book, Foundational Black American Race Beta. Loaded with game. I break a lot of this stuff down. Officialfba.com, Foundational Black American Race Beta. You can also get my book on Amazon too, family. Anyway, man, y'all have a great night, man. Puppy Akute and Lula Vuve to the family. Peace.